the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gardner along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
To the air right away is May. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Going deep for Walker. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. May now off the bootleg. They'll swing this out to Henderson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
14. First down, New England.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go again with Henderson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Diggs in motion left. They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 12.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. You are watching. Up on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third down and 1. To throw, it's May. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Henderson, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. He was defended by Marcus Jones.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Darnold. This one is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. They're going to give it to Henderson. Oh, look at the juke. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now come the Seahawks. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Milton Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To the air, May. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Darnold is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a little floater there is incomplete. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott.
Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, Darnold throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Throw left side, completes a cut. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Jason
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, May with it. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action now. May. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. EA Sports. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he is going to go down. That sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Darnold. He completes this to Walker.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Darnold. Open man, there's Bobo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
7-yard gain.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now 1st and goal. Now Darnold setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph and congratulate.